So this is Calvin here. It's a good start of a new week. At lending session Monday. This is the trade from last Friday, US30, the head and shoulder pattern that I anticipated and I entered. Today, the trade came back to the entry and I entered for a new sell. So right now that entry is in profit and wow, I'm making about $42. $42. Um, so I'm going to go ahead to take partial profit and I'll bring my stop loss to break even and I can allow the trade to keep running to see where it will take me to. So I'm anticipating that this trade will break this low here to complete the head and shoulder pattern and drop right into this low here, right into this low here, into this low here. If it's able to break it or break below it before it moves up, that will confirm another head and shoulder pattern for this area as the left shoulder and this as the head, and the break will pull up to form a new shoulder, and that will bring price to the downside. But for now, it is only this area that I expect price to break into this area, and I expect price to reverse to the upside. So I'm seeing I'm still in the trade right now. Price is covering the gap. This gap was created during the weekend, so price is filling that gap right now. So this is a good trade, making about $45 right now. So there is no indication that price is going to reverse right now as I speak, but this is the 15 minutes. But I think it makes sense for me to just close per share profit, okay, to lock some little profit. So I'm going to go ahead to lock little profit and then allow. So I'm taking $25 and then allow the rest of the trade to move. So this is going to be a good start of the week. So already I closed one trade that I left over the weekend because price jumped to the upside and it put my entry in loss, but I closed that on $2 and then I 2 point something here, and then I re-entered for this new entry. And I think I was having a sell limit on gold, and gold moved impulsively, picked that order. I saw that gold is having a very energetic push to the upside, so I closed that too on a small loss and I left it. Yeah, so as it is right now, it's a good start of the week. I'm making $19 already on my first set of trades, and I'm going to go ahead to bring my stop loss to break even. Good. So my stop loss is now at break even. Whatever price does is not really my business again. If it keeps pushing down, fine. If New York session open and then it pushes price more down, I'm going to make more profit because I have like a 0.20 loss size, which is not a lot, but it's okay. The most important thing is I've taken some profit, and that's good. Okay, so let's see how this week will go. $14 is now $140 balance in the third week, start of the third week. So let's see how it will go. Yeah, this is Euro USD. Euro USD is falling. I wanted to scalp this to the upside, but it put me in some profit, but the spread is very big. Put me in some profit up to this area, and price has fallen and putting me in a loss. So one thing I like about Euro USD and some of the other pairs is that on the smallest lot size, price can even be going far, far, far against you, and you will not be feeling it, because even look at the movement. But I'm only losing even under $1. I'm losing under $1. So that's not a problem to me, especially if I anticipate price to reverse and go up. So I can allow it to play and play. Where I'm buying is not very ideal, but no matter how it drops, even if I raise $5 on this, it's not a problem. So yeah, but there is an area. If price breaks this low, then I'm not going to be holding this buy again. If price breaks this low, this area, then I'm not going to be holding the buy on Euro USD. But as it is right now, I'm anticipating price to be able to break this high and probably break this area and give us like a new kind of all-time high, a new high, and then price impulsively move to the downside, okay, to target this area here. So that's kind of what I'm anticipating on Euro USD. But let's see if it's able to push down. If it breaks here, I'll close my trade on loss, maybe $3, $4 maybe. But if it's able to come down to this area and break this low, then it means we are seeing a shift in market structure, and therefore we'll expect a push to the upside for a retest and then join the sell. That's what we would expect. But if it doesn't get to this area to break the low, this low, then we are still within the bullish structure that is being given us for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, so for the past week. I want to also quickly look at USDJPY. So my anticipation on USDJPY is to enter for sales around this area, around this zone. So I'm anticipating that price will sweep this high and sweep this area, and then around this area I can sell. Even if it breaks it, I anticipate that it will enter back and close. Why am I saying that? Is because I'm seeing a head, left shoulder, and right shoulder being formed. So the right shoulder dropped and broke structure. So this price could come here to retest, or price could break it a little bit into this area, a little bit into this zone, a little bit into this zone here. Price could break it into this zone here, but I wouldn't expect price to take out the high of this left small shoulder here. If price takes that out, then I'm not going to be holding a sell bias. I'll wait. This other left shoulder here too was respected. Price couldn't close above that area in the past when the first movement happened. So this time is either price retest this area, take out this highs, this liquidity, retest this area and push down again, or it breaks, takes all of them as liquidity and then taps into this area. Okay, taps into this area or this area. I'm not expecting it to break this left shoulders high. So that's what I'm looking at on USDJPY. USDJPY. That's what I'm looking at on USDJPY. USDJPY. Yeah, I think there is that main left shoulder even here. There's that main left shoulder here. So even if it takes, I'll be selling around here if price get there, but if it takes this high out, I can still monitor it to this area, here. I don't expect it to break this whole area. Okay, so I'm also looking at a possible setup on AUDCAD, Australian dollar, and then the Canadian dollar. So this is the 4-hour time frame. From weekly time frame standpoint, I'm looking at a bullish market. I'm looking at a bullish market. Yeah, I'm looking at a bullish market. So price drops, rejects to the upside, took this low, reject to the upside, comes down. I'm expecting price to push up to this area here to break structure, so that after breaking structure we could drop, probably to sweep these lows into maybe somewhere this area, and then now ride to the upside. Yeah, so I'm expecting this a break of structure internally. There is a break of structure from the, let's say, 1-hour time frame. Let's see the 1-hour time frame. Okay, so where is that low? Okay, so price is not giving me that low even on the 1-hour. Yeah, so let me use the 4-hour. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour. Okay, this is the last high that gave this low. It took this left side liquidity or low, drop here, moved up, drop to take liquidity below this area. So below this area we are secured. Okay, price has swept liquidity below this area, we are secured. It will be for a long time, and then moves up to shift structure. This small, after shifting structure here, this pullback, small pullback here, did not come into discount. So in case price wants to come back into this area, it will only come to sweep this low into this imbalance or order block here, to sweep this low into this imbalance here and then go up. But that would only happen, or should happen, after price has shifted structure from the external highs. So there is this external high here. From here, price just dipped down way deep and then hit here, drop up, move up once, and then came down and formed a reversal pattern. So this high should be taken out. Once that high is taken out, you see price hit it, drop, price hit that area again, drop, price hit again, drop, price hit again, and drop. So that area should break. Once that area breaks, it means we are having energy and the support to be able to push up. And to go up more, I would expect price to drop to sweep all this consolidation, these lows that are piling here, and tap more fresh energy from the downside, which I already indicated, and then price can move forward. So as I speak right now, my expectation of what I'm looking for from this market is for price to drop right now a little bit into, so as we can see, this is a double bottom, and this low here broke this high and structure, and there was a pullback to kind of retest it. price moves up, did not give us a high. So if it's pulling back, the only thing it's pulling back to do is to take liquidity. So pull back to take, it would likely take these lows and then tap into this area, this low that broke the structure. If it succeeds in sweeping these lows too, then the next target is this area. So this area also moved up and broke this previous high, which is the structure. Okay, so these are the zones that price could sweep into, and then we might have a push to the upside. A push to the upside. I don't anticipate too much drop because we are getting close to breaking that strong resistance that is stopping price from moving up and consolidating. Yeah, so let's see how AUDCAD2 will play out. I'm not trading that right now because price hasn't dropped, but if it drops and I see it in New York session, I will enter for a trade. So this week, I don't think I'll be trading GBP/JPY because it has not still fallen into my daily time frame point of interest. Yeah, so I don't think, oh, it's even moved up. So daily time frame, I had this fair value gap sitting here that I'm expecting price to come into before I join the buy. And it has not come there for a long time. On gold, gold from the weekly time frame, this is a bearish engulfing candle that we are seeing. So we see a rejection, price drops down and rejected and moves to retest something like that, and we are seeing an engulfing bearish candle. This bearish candle engulfed the last weekly candle, bullish candle, and also engulfed up to half of the second bullish candle, this one. So that is a good sign that we are likely to have a bearish trend on gold. That is a good sign. It's likely that gold will be breaking to the downside because of that engulfing candlestick. But what would decide that is this week's candle. If this week's candle closes about below this bearish candle, then we are likely going to trade to the downside for some time before gold will move up again. But if this week's candle, though, if it pushes down again and still moves up and closes half or close to the top here, this bearish candle top here, then we don't have any indication to be looking for sell trades or bearish setups on gold for the meantime. So what I anticipated earlier was this new weak candles pushed will retest the low, the wick of this bullish candle, the wick, or it will push to retest the body to fill that gap, the body, and that is exactly what it's doing. Whether it has finished testing the body, I don't have any idea about that. Let me check from the smaller time frame if it has finished. So let me go to 30 minutes and see. Yes, so it got close to that area, but it did not hit it. So it could be that this is just the area that gold it wants to test. It could also be that it might push more up to the upside to retest this area, probably take this small wick or high here as liquidity, or sweep this area, because that's what it's looking for right now. It's looking for more reason to go bearish. It's looking for more energy, more liquidity, more power, more strength to go bearish, because gold is bullish. We all know gold is a bullish pair. It's looking for more strength. If it doesn't find that strength, then it will just keep going up. But if it finds it, then it will drop. So now we are seeing a break of these lows and an impulsive shift of structure. and a kind of a retest of that structure, that's perfectly fine. But if it pushes up again and takes this high into this area, and then it pushes down again to take this low out, then we are seeing an internal break of structure to the downside again, and therefore we should be looking for sales on gold. So what we'll do is, it's already giving us this long rejection on, let's say on 4 hour, we have about 1-2 candles that have all gone bullish. Okay, so this third candle, if this third candle closes bearish, it will be good. Even if the next candle moves up, it might sweep this high to retest, and then probably once it drops to break the low that it will create here, then we are likely to be breaking to the downside, to be going to the downside. Other than that, I'm just going to keep watching gold for the meantime and see what it's likely to do. Okay, what it's likely to do, it could also sweep these highs into this area, exactly as on USDJPY. Sweep probably this area, or even test this high, this area, or sweep it a little bit into this area, into that area. It could sweep it into this area and then fall, drop. So gold is making this impulsive move to the upside on this first day of the week, also because this is the NFP candle. This area is the NFP candle, the news. Okay, first week of August, Friday, first Friday of August. So there is a lot of orders or liquidity inside the news candle. That's why as soon as it dropped into it, it got this big rejection. There is a lot of orders here. That's why a lot of buy orders that are there. So that is a psychological zone for a buy. That's why. So let's see. For now, I'm not going to do anything on gold. So I'll just see what will be happening. Let me check again. Oh, so US30 moved down more. Wow. If I did not take partial profit and I left that 0.30 loss size, I would have been making more. But it's perfectly fine. It's okay. So it broke the low. Once it breaks the low, the next target is here. Okay, the next target is here, this area. So if the next target is this area, if it's able to take this area out or close below this area, we are likely to see a rejection to the upside. But that means that we will be looking at a left shoulder head, and we will expect a right shoulder to form around this side. We'll expect a new right shoulder to form around this side, so that we can sell to the downside. We can sell, because breaking this low is going to be like a shift of structure or a break of structure. That's why my full TP is that place, because around that place I just need to close my trades. But if it breaks it, then we will be having a reason to frame a new sell setup. So for now, I'm going to just keep watching. Maybe I might close another loss, 0.10 again on the trade, because I'm building the account small. So we just take the profit little by little till we grow. So maybe I might do that. If US30 is selling at New York lending session, then let me see what Nasdaq is doing. Oh, Nasdaq is also selling. Wow. So and the S&P 500, SP 500 is also selling. So these three pairs are very, 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 very much correlated. Whatever any like the structure of the pairs are all look bullish, but S&P 500, look at the way it looks, look at the way the formation is. Okay, they are broken the highs. It's broken this bottom here, the highs, and study the way. Look at the way Nasdaq is. Look at the way Nasdaq is. Look at the way Nasdaq is. Nasdaq. Let's see the way Nasdaq is. Okay. Okay. So let's see how Nasdaq is doing. Good. Nasdaq. Good. Nasdaq also looks the same way like S&P 500. It has double top here. Price broke it and it's trading above it right now. Okay. It also has like it's also like that. Okay. US30 also looks like that. It has this double top here, but only that for US30 price has not broken that double top to the upside where it's trading above it like the way S&P 500 and then Nasdaq looks. But if you look at the formation, the structure of all these three pairs, they look the same, and they all sell and buy mostly at the same time. If this one is buying, this one will also be buying. If this one is selling, this one will also be selling. So if they don't do that at the same time, this one does it, this one is going to do it later. So after breaking of this, the lows, we are seeing a pullback. I don't expect this pullback to be very, very big, but once I've seen a 15-minute candle pulling back like this, what I have to do is I'm going to just enter my trade and then close, take another partial profit, and then take $10 and then leave. So already I'm closing on $30 for the week, for the day. So and then leave the last order to keep running. For this order, I will not close. Even if price moves up to hit my stop loss, that should be perfectly fine, but I will not close. I'll wait until New York session to see what will happen. If it stops me out, fine. If it doesn't, I will just wait. Yeah, so this is what lending session gave me. I'm thankful, and this is how we do it. I'm Kelvin, and I'll meet you at one corner.